Once upon a time, in a land where winter kissed the rooftops and magic whispered through forgotten forests, there lived a prince whose heart had grown colder than the snow around his castle. But this is not just his story. This is the story of a brave young woman named Belle, a girl who believed that kindness could break any curse. Belle lived in a small, peaceful village surrounded by hills and golden fields. She loved reading. Books took her to oceans she had never seen, castles she had never visited, and dreams she wished someday to reach. But the villagers thought Belle was different. She was kind, gentle, and curious, a heart big for the little world around her. Belle lived with her father Maurice, an inventor with wild ideas, but a heart full of love. Maurice lives with his horse through a dark forest. One cold morning, Maurice set out to show his latest invention at a fair. But as he rode through the forest, the wind grew fierce, the trees bent like claws, and suddenly he was lost. Through the storm, he saw a flicker of light, a castle. Mysterious, enchanted always. Maurice entered the castle seeking shelter. But what he found was beyond imagination. A teapot that spoke, a candlestick that danced, a clock that scolded them all. The castle was alive, enchanted, cursed, and when Maurice picked a single rose from the castle garden, a shadow rose behind him. The beast roared with fury. "You stole from me." Maurice begged for mercy, but the beast locked him inside the cold dungeon. Belle races through the forest. When Maurice's horse returned without him, Belle knew something terrible had happened. She followed the horse deep into the dark woods until she reached the towering gates of the castle. She ran inside, searching every hallway, and when she found her father locked away, cold and shivering, her heart broke. Belle shouted, "Take me instead." The beast hesitated, but agreed. Belle traded her freedom for her father's life. The beast ordered Belle to stay in her room. Let the castle's enchanted servants Lumiere Cogsworth, Mrs. Potts, and little Chip treated her like family. Belle was frightened, but curious, and the beast, though hot, seemed human. As days passed, the beast tried something new. He tried being kind. He shared his library, a room full of books Belle had only dreamed of. They began to talk. They learned about each other, and slowly, very slowly, the walls around the beast's heart began to crumble. Belle saw not a monster, but a lonely soul longing to be loved. When Belle tried to leave the castle, wolves attacked her in the forest. The beast found her just in time, fighting the wolves and protecting her, even at the cost of his own strength. Belle brought him back to the castle and cared for him for the first time. They looked into each other's eyes with understanding. Winter melted away. The castle grew warm again, and Belle and the beast shared moments of laughter, of stories, of gentle silence. The servants whispered, "It's happening. She's falling in love. Maurice is sick." But when Belle saw through the beast's magic mirror that her father was sick and alone, the beast did the hardest thing he had ever done. He let her go. Belle returned to her village and saved her father. But danger waited. Gaston, the village hunter, feared the beast and wanted glory. He rallied the villagers. "A monster lives in that castle. We must kill him." The mob marched toward the castle with torches blazing. The beast, heartbroken after Belle's departure, didn't want to fight. But when Gaston attacked, the beast defended himself only to spare Gaston when given the chance. Yet Gaston, blinded by hate, struck once more and fell to his own fate. The beast lay wounded. The rose's last petal began to fall. Belle arrived just in time. She held the beast close and whispered, "I love you." As the final petal touched the ground, a brilliant golden light burst from the sky. The castle trembled as ancient magic flowed through its walls. Belle held the beast's paw that felt its stick beneath her hand. The wind swirled around them in glowing spirals. The beast's fur lifted, dissolving into shimmering light. His claws drew inward. His shape began to change. Belle stepped back, eyes wide, watching as the curse unraveled. Slowly, beautifully, the beast transformed. When the light faded, a man stood before her, gentle, strong, and human once more. His eyes were the same kind eyes she had always known. Belle gasped softly. "Is it really you?" He took her hands and smiled. "Yes, Belle, it's me." The castle brightened. The servants became human again. The land bloomed with color and warmth. Belle and the prince embraced, finally free from the curse, their hearts full of hope and love. And the story proved a simple truth. Love does not just break curses, it transforms us into who we are meant to be.